Hi everybody, very glad that you are here. I'm going to try and make this a real short one. It's just a keyboard shortcut that I habitually use that I think is a game changer. You all know that Command C is copy, Command V is paste, nothing fancy there. But what I do, again, almost habitually, I don't use Command V anymore as a paste. I use Command Shift V to paste. The difference is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so the example that I've brought up is just some standards rework that the US history team is doing. So I've got some old standard documents here, and I want to bring some of the content from those into my working document, our new sort of revised standards for the 26-27 school year. Okay, I am going to just combine a couple skills here, and I'm going to add a split view. I'm going to get rid of my tabs there for just a second. So let's say, for example, I want to take over here on my right tab, I want to take this Southern Colonies text here that's highlighted, and I need to put that into my existing standards or my new standards document. So I need to get it from here and put it over into here. And this goes with standard 2, so I am going to use my tabs over here and bring up standard 2. Let's just say I need to paste it right in here, okay? So I'm going to return to create some space. Back over here on my right split view, I'm going to copy this. Lots of ways you can get to your copy. Use the method that you prefer. I'm going to copy that. Now, here's the difference between Command V versus Command Shift V. If I Command V this, I go to my paste, all right, it's going to paste it exactly using the same formatting that it found in the original document. So there it is, like for like, right? I'm going to undo that, okay? And instead of Command V, I'm going to Command Shift V. So Command Shift V, I'm using my keyboard right now. You can't see that, but I am. Command Shift V will paste it in and match the style of the text that is around it, right? So where my cursor was sitting, I had it formatted to go in Times New Roman, size 12, black font, right? No highlighting. So the highlighting is set to none, right? So all those things, and that way I don't then have to go back and do that little bit of extra step to try and match the formatting and match the spacing and all of that kind of stuff, right? So Command Shift V is what enabled me to do that, all right? I'll just do another example just to sort of show you what I'm talking about here. Let me go ahead and close the right view of that and do another split view. And so here, actually, before I do that, that is not something we want in our new standard. There we go. All right. I wanted to make sure I got rid of that. All right. So here's some other work sort of happening in an off document. And the font's been changed just to make it a little bigger, make it a little bit easier for us to see because this font is super, super small. And this goes into standard 5. Okay, and again, I'm going to come in here and let's say this essential question is something that's important. I'm going to copy it in whatever method that I think is what I want to use. Here's the difference between Command V and Command Shift V. Yeah, and you can see if I Command V, I've now got to come in here. I've got to select that text. I've got to change the font, I've got to change the size, I've got to change the spacing, I've got to change everything about it to match the existing document. A lot of legwork, don't want to do it. So much easier to just Command Shift V. That's it. Hope you enjoyed.